Hi, Dr. Gillespie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well. And how about yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm so glad to finally be meeting with you.
It's great to have you here today. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me.
Of course. I wanted to start out by congratulating you on your new position as CIO of Peach State University. I did some research before speaking with you today, and I noticed that you held this position at some of your past universities. Is that correct?
Thank you. Yes, I have had some experience in this role. It's taken a lot of hard work to get here, but it has been quite rewarding for me.
How has the transition been so far?
The transition has been fairly smooth, but there is a lot to catch up on when coming to a new university and being introduced to an unfamiliar system and a new team.
What's so different about your new system?
Well, it's nothing terribly different, but there are some idiosyncrasies here that I do have to get used to.
Yes, I understand that. Some places of business are quite set in their ways and can be pretty reluctant to change.
Yes, I'm pretty excited to start making some positive changes at the university. Hopefully, the president will approve them and the team will take to them.
Great. How are you adjusting to your new team?
It has been decent so far. Like you just stated, some people are reluctant to change, and sometimes that makes it hard to have these meetings. I want to do what is best for the university, even if some people feel change isn't what is needed. However, I don't think that would be the case with them bringing me here.
Well, that's why I'm here today, to see if Gartner and Peach State University are a good fit. Since Gartner is the leading research advisory company, we can really help the university address any key questions, target opportunities, and help gain insight into strategic challenges. Now, how would you describe the university's current system?
It's not too bad. It gets the job done, but I have noticed that it can be pretty inefficient on the days where we have a lot of things to get done, and this can put a real strain on things.
Do you guys have someone to go to when the system really starts to act up?
No, not particularly. We tend to try the old turn it on, turn it off, turn it off, turn it on, turn it back on again trick to see if it works. But sometimes we have to do it multiple times in one day, and that can be quite frustrating for us.
Now, how has this affected the university?
Well, over time, work can get stacked up because how often the system slows down, and we have to restart it. For how often the system slows down, we have to restart it. We don't have the most state-of-the-art system, so it can take a few minutes for the whole computer to reboot and become fully functional again.
I see. Now, if this problem could be solved, how do you think it would help your day-to-day operations?
It would help out quite a bit, especially towards the end of each semester when we have a lot of traffic on our website, when teachers are putting in final grades, students are selecting new classes, and new students becoming accustomed to the website all happen at once.
I see. And since we're in the beginning of a new semester, I imagine that you would want this updated system implemented as soon as possible so we could work out any possible kinks before the influx of your online traffic.
Yes, I would definitely want our employees to get used to this new system before we reach the easiest time of year, or the busiest time of year. We've had systems in the past where we've implemented new systems at other universities, and this team wasn't used to it, and it puts us really, really behind.
Now, how many students does this university have currently?
Currently, we have around 35,000 students across multiple campuses, and we are continuing to grow every year, so we need something that will help our university move forward as we continue to grow. We also have a relatively large alumni community, and we want to keep a good relationship with them through events and keep them coming back to help donate to the school.
Yeah, keeping your alumni happy is a pretty big job. I know they can help keep the university funded financially, and they can definitely spread a good word to others throughout the community about what a great institution this is. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what is the university's current technology budget?
Current technology budget is around 5.1 million, I would say. It's not as great as some other universities have, but I believe we can work with it.
That's not too bad. Now, do you think you would even be able to fit Gartner into your yearly budget?
It's definitely a possibility, but I have a couple of meetings with other companies, and I've worked with teams with someone like Gartner in my past universities, and I've got to be honest, I wasn't very impressed with what they had to offer.
Okay, well, here at Gartner, our customer satisfaction is our highest mission. We want to make sure that we solve your problems while also staying within your budget and providing the best customer service.
That all sounds great, but in the past, I've had other companies say it's kind of the typical sales pitch. And how can I be so sure that we won't just become another number in your customer database and we'll always receive the same customer service that I'm experiencing here today?
Well, I'm glad you asked actually. On our website, you can fill out our self-assessment tool and understand how you compare to other universities of your size. You can also see personal testimonies from new, old, and current customers and see what they like or even dislike from our services. How does that sound?
It sounds fairly good so far. I like that you guys have a lot of information so readily available. It'll definitely cut down on my research time, which will allow me to get more work done. And not a lot of other companies tend to offer that.
We also have some executive partners that were past CIOs that have been in a position similar, if not the same as you. They're always willing to lend a hand and help point you in the right direction if you ever need it. Now, if you look here, you will see the self-assessment tool where you can compare yourself to the other universities of your size.
Oh, wow, that would be useful.
And then if you go over here and you select this, you'll see all of our personal testimonies and customer reviews, and we're even considering implementing a discussion board so other universities can kind of help each other out.
Wow, it looks like you have a lot of really good reviews.
Well, we try.
Well, I had no idea you guys had so many resources and ways to help us out. However, I still need to see how this is going to fit into our budget and if our president sees the value in this partnership, because he's the one who makes all the big choices for us.
That's fair. Staying within budget is extremely important. And if you think this meeting over and see the value of our partnership, I'd be more than willing to meet with your president and whoever else we need to help get them on board. Now, who would be the best person for me to talk to about moving forward?
It would definitely be President Collinger. He's our head decision maker, but I'd also love for you to come in, meet the full-time team, get to know them, and possibly do a full demonstration so we could all be on the same page. We've definitely had times in the past, like I've mentioned earlier, where our team wasn't up to speed on the new software and we just dove right into the busiest part of our semester and it put us really behind. If you could come in and do a demonstration and maybe run through the self-assessment tool with us, I think we would be on a lot better of a page. Would you be willing to come back next week possibly?
Yeah, that sounds great. I can reach out to you within the next week or so and we can definitely set up another meeting with everyone else.
Okay, great. Well, it's been great to have you here, and it makes me feel really comfortable knowing that we'll have this great customer service moving forward if we go with Gartner. I'm really looking forward to seeing you again and putting the gears in motion.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.